2 brand new tournaments just dropped on Underdog, and we are going to hop in both of them tonight. The first one is the Schnauzer 2. I did have a couple entries in the Schnauzer 1 when that was live. That has now closed, obviously. So there's a second version. It's a $3 entry. Can kind of go over the details here quickly. Again, $3 entry, 500,000 in prizes. It's 100,000 to first place. I think the final in this is 310. 310 people in the final. It's $100 at worst. $100 at worst if you make the final week 17. Both of these new contests, the Schnauzer 2 and then the Golden, they are both normal format. No super flex to these. So and this actually is a single entry too. So only one entry in this Golden tournament. I think there was another tournament that I actually missed. I was only out for like a day. But this is a $10 entry, 10,000 to first place. And I believe it's 100 to make the final, just like the Schnauzer. Yeah, 100 to make the final. The final is only 26 people, but it does scale up pretty heavily. And there's only 5,600 entrants in this tournament too, so it's a little bit of a smaller format, but still 10,000 to first. And I don't know how quickly these will fill, but let's just jump into this, I guess. I do want to make sure that I did tweet the stream out on Twitter all the time, so definitely give me a follow on there. I'll post on there when we go live. I'll try to post ahead of time. Sometimes it is a little difficult. But I'll try to keep y'all up to date on when we're streaming. Usually during the weekends, but I thought I'd jump on just because there are 2 new tournaments, so want to make sure I get into some of those. Yeah, so we'll hop in this single entry. So this will be our only entry into this draft. So we'll let it rip, I guess. And we're just waiting on 3 for this. And I actually haven't done this format in a little while. Been doing a bunch of Superflex. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get my guys. Bestball, how you doing tonight? Yes. And it looks like we're in too, so we'll hop right in. And it looks like we did not get a very good pick. We are at 12. That'll be fun. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, for sure. Some people will probably jump around. We'll see what happens in this. We'll see what happens in this single entry format. So have a couple shields in here, couple non-shields. So we'll see what happens. I literally have not done these tournaments in a little while. So I've been doing mostly Superflex. But we'll see See how it goes. All right, Chase at the 1, to be expected. I assume it'll be pretty chalk in the first round or two, but who knows? You might see some jumping around. I think at 2, so this guy went Jefferson at 2. I think I'd probably go Saquon or Bijan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much I trust Jefferson over those 2 running backs. But you can't really go wrong with any of those. J-Mo in the 3rd, Hurts with the stack. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice nice team. What pick were you at, Bestball? I think if McCaffrey made it to me, I'm taking him instantly. Okay, he goes Nico. Let's go. We'll go St. Brown for the first pick here. Do I go St. Brown and Thomas? Let's go St. Brown and Brian Thomas here. I don't think that I don't think St. Brown usually falls to the 12, so yeah, ADP at 10.8, so might have got a little bit of a value there. So we'll scoop him up. Start with the 2-stud receiver build. And this format, it is a 3 receiver start, unlike the Superflex where it's just 2 receivers, so you can kind of go heavy receiver to start if you want. So I don't mind that at all. Now, could that happen a lot? Possibly. But we'll just do that. Yep. Yeah, the wide receiver start's kind of tough to pass on there, especially when you got St. Brown falling. I was thinking about taking Derrick Henry, but I'm just not sure if I really want to do that over BTJ. All right. I like that start. Saquon, Bucky, that's kind of unique. Let me look for anything else. What is Rashee Rice's ADP? Yeah, definitely a little early there for Rashee Rice. ADP at 26, he went at 20, but again, I guess to get the uniqueness, but I could actually see him falling into the 3rd round and him almost coming back to that guy. So it's interesting. Yeah, like I'm sure Rice is probably going early first. So definitely some values here, like the Chase. Okay. That's interesting. So guy starts Barkley, Irving, Jacobs. Definitely unique stack there at the third pick. Yeah, Allen goes a little early. We got some news blurbs for Tyreek. Yeah, wouldn't mind Kyron or Brees. Yeah, I think we'll go Brees. We'll go Brees with this first pick. Debating whether I go Lamar or I go. I think we just take Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I think we just take Lamar here. Get an elite quarterback. Yeah, we'll just go with the elite quarterback. So we start Lamar. We start St. Brown, Thomas, Brees, Lamar. We'll look to stack later. So I'll catch up on the chat here. Hashtag QBs matter. Yeah. Guy has CD, Rashid, Josh Allen. Yeah, that's nice. Interested to see what this guy does at 3. Okay. Takes his first receiver, Jameson Williams, after going 3 running backs. Probably smart idea. Who can we? Flowers. That's unfortunate. He just will not make it back to us. But we'll just take what we can get here. That's a nice start there. At 2, I like, at 2 too. Hurts with Smith there, has McBride, the elite tight end, and then Jefferson and Garrett Wilson. Little 0 RB build. How's everyone's night going? Tonight we doing some drafts? We chilling? Bunch of running backs here available. I did it again with the buys too. I'm not a huge concern, but St. Brown and Thomas with both by week 8. It's not a huge deal, but should probably consider that as we get later in the draft. I don't mind Kamara here. He goes. Really don't want to do Kenneth Walker. I think Addison's fine. I think we just double up on. I think we just double up on receiver here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll double up our receiver. We'll go Addison and Odunze. So through what is that? 6 picks we have Lamar, Brees Hall, Amon Ra, BTJ, Jordan Addison, and Rome Odunze. Fill out the squad. I'm watching draft until you nap. That's funny. We'll have to consider some stacks here towards the later half of the draft. Could do Brian Thomas with Trevor Lawrence. Jeez, I can't even talk. Also with Lamar here. We should just get some of these guys queued up so we don't breeze past them. Yeah, like Andrews, Bateman. Sucks we missed on Flowers, but that is what it is. That's funny. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to this one, Bestball. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the likes and the comments. I really appreciate it. All right, so we're at the 6-7 turn now. Let's see. I like this team a lot. No quarterbacks through 7 picks, but it has Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, Marv, Flowers, Kittle, Diggs, and Debo. I like that team a lot. Would love one of these guys here. I really would love DeAndre Swift. We could get DeAndre Swift. I think he should have a fine. I think he should have a good year in Chicago. We have Odunze, so that's an interesting pairing. Could just be betting on that offense playing well. He does go before we can pick him. Yeah, Aaron Jones, that's a nice pick. I think we take Pollard here. I actually think we take Pollard and... Oh my god. Okay, well that's interesting. Forgot to unselect Andrews from the queue, so that's great. We'll take Pollard. That's the biggest L ever. It's not ridiculously early, but ADP of 108. That was dumb. But he actually might not have made it back to us. But I did not even mean to do that. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, exactly. It might be me. I mean, it obviously is me. But still fine. We can recover from that. We can still recover from that. Quarterbacks really go late in these drafts. I forgot how late they go in the non superflex format. Yeah, thanks for trying to boost me up a little bit there. Yeah, it's not terrible with more now. Like now that I look at it, it's not that far of a reach. I mean, our next pick is at 108, so I mean I guess he could have been taken prior to us coming back, but I didn't necessarily mean to do that. But it is what it is. And I think if he gets there with one of these next picks, we'll probably actually reach on. I might reach on Bateman too, just to get him. Um, we would have the Andrews, Bateman, Lamar stack, and let's just say Flowers goes down, or Flowers isn't right this season, and and Andrews and Bateman get majority of the targets. I can see that working out. I also wouldn't mind one of the running backs here either. But I actually think I'd probably pass on these two up here, Scatabo and Tracy. I think we're gonna go Bateman, and we're going to take Najee's just such a workhorse. I think we're gonna take Najee and Bateman here. And running back looks a little weak. Hall, Pollard, Harris. You do only start two, so I'm not like too concerned with it. I think our wide receivers look phenomenal. And we just hope Baltimore goes crazy. And it's not centered around Derrick Henry. Kind of a kind of a unique team. Could like could Loki think about Lawrence or McCarthy later and just go like two quarterbacks? I don't think Goff makes it back to us, so I think that's out of the question. But I guess we'll throw him up here just in case. But it's a blurb on Lawrence wearing sleeve on throwing arm. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, our next pick is until what is it? 132. That's right around the Lawrence and McCarthy range there. Just queued McCarthy up because we do have Jordan Addison, so that wouldn't be a bad stack either. But I think we go possibly one of those running back or one of the running backs and then one of the quarterbacks, but we'll see. It is only one quarterback to start, so. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good luck with have fun. Good luck with your stream later tonight. Thanks for stopping by though. Man, if Goff makes it back to us here at 132, this guy does not have. Yeah, does not have a quarterback, but does not have any Lions. Oof. Okay, Goff goes a pick before us. Not a big deal. I think we take Trevor Lawrence to stack him with Brian Thomas, and maybe just cut it with two quarterbacks. And then let's take. Do we take Jaden Blue or? I think I'm gonna take Tajay Spears. I think he has a little. I mean, but Dallas better offense, but I think Spears has more potential to be the number one guy if anything happens to Pollard, which we do have. I think two quarterbacks probably will be fine in this format. Just sticking with the two. But we'll see if there's one. If there's one like late in the draft that just is falling and falling and falling, we could pick him up, but we'll wait and see. This guy goes double quarterback. Herbert, Stroud. I don't mind waiting for a quarterback in this format either, like this guy did here at 6. Just hammered running back, wide receiver all the way until around 11. Then went Herbert and Stroud. Probably has some stacks, I'm assuming. So not a bad approach at all. But with the Lamar pick, my thought is elite quarterback. If he's the best quarterback, probably at least gets us past round 1. So if you get past round 1, you never know what can come from there. All I need is a little bit of hope. For those just joining or watching later on video, we do have Lamar, Trevor Lawrence as our 1 and 2 quarterbacks. Running back, Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, Najee Harris, Tajay Spears. Wide receiver, St. Brown, BTJ, Jordan Addison, Odunze, Bateman, and Andrews to stack with Lamar. So we'll see what comes to us here at the end of the 13th. And these drafts, I do have to remember they are only 18 rounds, unlike the Superflex, so have to be a little careful there. Ooh, we go double tight ends already this early. I actually like Bigsby though. I like Tank Bigsby if he doesn't go here. Oh, that's brutal. I'm fine with Strange as our second tight end. We do the double stack thing with the quarterback's tight end. That's totally fine. My concern is really with running back. I think running back we're very very weak. I think Eckler is a fine pick in a good offense. Let's just go Austin Eckler. I think I think he's a fine running back, veteran. If something does happen to Brian Thomas, or not Brian Thomas, Brian Robinson there, I think he steps in and has a decent role. This is only a half PPR format, but Eckler is pretty good out of the backfield, so there's some upside there too. Um, and I just like him over these, like, I feel like Roshan, Jalen Wright, Rico Dowdle, they're just kind of like they're kind of like, let's see if it sticks. So we'll see how that works out. Um, Probably should hammer receiver though. Bigsby, yeah, I would have taken Bigsby if he. I mean, Bigsby didn't fall to us, so I would have taken him. But yeah, definitely want to focus on receiver. I think this could be a fine late round pick. Even Deami Brown. Let's see who makes it first. I have so much of Keenan Allen though already. So much. Geez, got some fallers here at wide receiver, so that's what we like. Dobbs is great for the spike weeks. Oh, I wouldn't mind Dobbs. Definitely taking Dobbs over Cedric Tillman. Yeah, I'm going to take Dobbs here with our first pick. I think we go double receiver here. Do we take who has more upside? I guess we just take DeAndre Hopkins because we have Lamar. Um, yeah, I guess might be a little overkill, but let's just do it anyway. And I think that leaves us with just 2 picks, yeah. So I'll wait till they come back. Now, question is, do we go with another quarterback late, or do we just ride it with 2? I don't think Richardson goes there. I actually think Russell Wilson's going to be starting this year and could be kind of fine. I think this is the only guy I'm willing to take. I think. I mean, Shuck maybe, but I think Wilson has a higher upside. Do have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receivers and 5 running backs. Our running backs are just not. I don't think our running backs are good enough to go with 5 running backs. I think we're gonna have to take. I think we're gonna have to take 6 running backs, and I think our tight ends are fine. So we'll leave tight ends where they're at. We'll focus on. And De'Ami Brown is still here. No, actually, it's not that far past his ADPs. But I do like him. Nick Chubb will be signing with the Texans, so that would be a steal, I think, to get him in the last round. I guess we'll just wait and see. Could also go Slayton Wilson. Okay, Slayton goes. Not going to be able to do that. I'd be fine taking Chubb. And maybe just an upside here with some a receiver with some upside. I think Samson's fine too. This guy probably goes running back. Oh, that's brutal. All right, gonna have to pivot a little bit here. Let's go Rashad Smith. For Kansas City, and then do we want to take a receiver? Yeah, I guess we'll take De'Ami Brown. Screw it. Crazy stacks with Jacksonville, crazy stacks with Baltimore, and that's gonna do it for this draft here. Just to recap the team, we have Lamar, Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Brees Hall, Tony Pollard, Najee Harris, Spears, Eckler, Smith. Top wide receivers are St. Brown, Thomas, Addison, and then Andrews and Strange. And I think that's gonna do it for the stream tonight. I just wanted to hop in the solo entry draft. But thanks all for watching. Make sure to drop a like, hit the notification bell. It will let you know when I am live. Definitely sub to the channel. We'll be trying to stream 3 to 4ish times a week, so be on the lookout for that. Usually they're a little longer than this. Just wanted to hop on to get this draft in. Have a great night, and I'll see you